Hey Janardana, Hari Om Namaskar to all of you. It's quite some time since I have come on this medium to talk to you. Yugadi is over, we have entered a new year. Viswavasu. Yesterday Ramanavami was also over. Next is we have Varaha Jayanti on 17th of April at Nrsimhavadi, and we have a 2-day function of Nrsimha Jayanti on 10th and 11th of May at Nrsimhavadi Ahobila. Lots of things are happening. Just I thought, let me talk to you. See, today there is a lot of economic discomfort across the world. That is what is today. Share prices have come down, market has gone down, the values of companies have gone down, all these things. Of course, in the system of nature, these things do keep happening in so many ways. Not everybody thinks alike, everybody is unique. Everyone has got their own calculations, arithmetics, mathematics, to protect their own interest. Yeah. For some time these things will be there and later some compromises will be there. Yeah, there are 2 wars happening somewhere in the West. A lot of people are dying, a lot of people have lost property, money, children, parents, elders have been dislocated. Lots of things are happening in this world. Yes, there was some earthquake also, a couple of days back in Myanmar and Thailand and places like somewhere around Laos also it was there. Vietnam. So many things are happening. Probably we have all degenerated in levels of humanity. Now more we have started thinking in terms of ourselves. There were days when we used to not think about ourselves, we were thinking about others. Then came the days we started thinking about our community, our society, all that. Then that also went. Then we started thinking about only our family, our friends, near and dear. Then slowly that also went, our friends were off the bracket. Slowly it came to family and now you think about only yourself. That's where it has finally come. Today you see both husband and wife both are working. Some kids may be there, they have to be taken care. At least during the initial days when kids are small, in countries like Bangladesh, still extended family is needed to take care of them. Initial days when it's a small kid, very raw and so beautiful. You need your closest family members to handle the kid. You need your father, you need your mother, you need your grandfather, grandmother to take care of the kid. Sister has to come, brother has to come, everybody has to come. Because it's a requirement as of that day. Today it's a requirement. Those days Of course, it is more a kind of a celebration, a bondage. Today's celebration means it's only in the hotel. Yeah, everybody. Even the other day, I happened to go to some hotel to meet somebody who had come there. One of our own disciples, our own group, one person. He's showcasing his just born child. Maybe about a week back, was born. Of course, he communicated to me. His child is showcasing to many people there. There is a function there that the child is born. Previously, I have seen people celebrating first year, second year, third year. Now celebrations have started too, without knowing the consequences or sequences. Not everybody looks at you the same way. They don't look at you, do they? Everybody has got their own views. A born child, it is just born because of the blessings of the forefathers. It's very tender, timid. Even to handle it, we must be very careful. We cannot handle it with just raw hands. Of course, the mother may hold it sometimes when she breastfeeds. I'm not talking about that. But we cannot, so we keep something down. There is a bed light. Because these fingers, we call it as primordial energy points. You see, very big, great people will, when they pray to the Lord, they will put the hands like this, prayers to the Lord. Then they don't. They do. Because these points will receive energy from the cosmos. You do not know what type of energy you are holding. You may be holding negative energy, you may be holding positive energy, of course. When it is positive, you touch anything, automatically it conducts positivity into that. If it is negative, automatically. A normal human being, as a human, you go so many places, you see so many people, you fight with so many people every day. It's a fight for survival, business, personal, ego. So many clashes do take place and your mind is not at peace. With mind being not at peace, you give your born child to another person who is not at peace and he touches the child, a born child. When the kid is born, it's more the mother. Probably yes, the doctors and the nurses, they would have all handled it. They are always in this field and their mind is full of service. So they are not going to think otherwise as far as this is concerned. But we are not like that. We have our own problems. You go everywhere, here, there. You will bring in so many things. The cosmos has got not just positive energy, it has got dark energy also. Everything is there. Light fights with darkness and it survives. That's the beauty of light. When that is the case, you might have, we don't know, we say karma, your past birth. We believe in resurrection, we believe in rebirth, we believe in Pitrus, we believe basically in ancestors, forefathers. You belong to such a culture, such a tradition, such a religion, where we believe. That's why Sanatana Dharma we have. The entire Hindu Dharma is Sanatana. It is eternal. It has been there age old. Yes, practices might have been different because So many things, technology, this, that, everything differs, so many things comes, this. So as a result of which you are using whatever is available. Those days they used to dress up only, with something like wood and bark, this, that, all those things. Today we have changed. Of course, we call that we have upgraded ourselves. Whether we have really upgraded or we are degraded, it depends on one's own way of looking at life. So that being the case, can you give just like that? Yes. In fact, I didn't as a child. I didn't want to. In fact, he said, please. I said, it's okay. In fact, I walked in there to see somebody and I saw this, so I entered. Okay. So, see, we have to understand these things. These are all small things. Because still you are or we are in the frame of mind that we are the doers. Since you have accepted the responsibility of the Creator, your standards of working must be on par with the Creator. Anything you do less, you are going to be blamed, and that is going to result in karma. Can you accept Bhagavan as the only doer? Yeah, he is using you. He is using you to do. If you are egoless, your mind will be very clear. It will be crystal clear. Like in that story, Ananda seeing the very crystal clear water. Once it was muddy. When the mud settled down, he could see it. That's what Buddha said. See, Ananda, now you are able to see because the mud, the dirty mud in the mind has settled. But the mind is always muddy. It's always confused. All are trying various different things to control this mind. Somebody goes into meditation, somebody goes into vipassana, somebody cuts off himself, goes into forest for 10 days, 15 days. Somebody goes for some training, how to develop his personality and business. He goes somewhere. So everybody escapes for some time from the normal routine. From the normal routine, when one escapes, it gives some relief to the normal routine what you do, and you are doing something else where the mind gets occupied with what is being done. And the hope is we can replicate it for 365 days. When you are the doer, when you accept that responsibility of doership, please remember, this is not irresponsibly saying that I am not the doer. It is a responsible statement where internally we feel that the Lord is acting through us and we have nothing to do with it, and we are doing it sincerely, and God, Lord, uses us. You still keep doing everything, but you don't own. You leave it to the Lord. When you leave it to the Lord, it is picture perfect. So, since most of us are still living in that doership mode, I have to suggest you various things. I have to suggest you various things. Today, to go, the kid says, I will not go by this bus because people are bullying me. Maybe this is very common now. Bullying in the schools have become very common, leave alone colleges. In colleges we have ragging and so many things. Of course, the government is very serious and they have reduced. It is reduced very grossly. But unfortunately, in some of the professional colleges, medicine, people who become very good doctors, in future they are going to be the best doctors. Among them there are some elements which probably may not have qualification to become a compounder also. Such people somehow gain entry. Nowadays that is being made tough through various levels of examinations being conducted to test one's efficiency in work. Yes, in Bharatadesham it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to really work today. But still, there are some backdoor entries like management quota and other things where people purchase seat by giving money. That's what I was told. I do not know. So I am not subscribing to what was told, but I am just informing you. It may be true, may not be true. But I have heard about management quota seats. How they pay it, how they get it, those things, I don't know. So there is flaw in the system. See, suppose a doctor is there. Okay. And for a doctor you say management quota. Tomorrow if I go to my doctor, I have to ask him whether you got through any NEET and then you became a doctor, or whether you had management quota before he puts an injection. Yeah. I have to, today it has become like that. You keep this also, you keep that also, then this may lose because slowly people may start purchasing seats. Of course, it is very limited also. But still, one drop of poison in milk, that's all, that thing is gone. Yes, we are now slowly upgrading the educational system. We are rehauling everything. Yes, what was there that day cannot be there today. You cannot endlessly keep following what you are doing. You may have to change certain things in accordance with the things that are happening, in tune with the changes that are happening in the world. The systems and procedures also need tuning, or sometimes we have to scrap the entire thing and you have to bring in a new system. Is it? Even small things. Even a child, he is just giving, and I was wonderstruck. I was standing in one corner and I was observing for some time before I went there and just greeted him. I didn't touch the child. I have my own reasons for not doing it that day. Please remember. And I wanted to reduce whatever negative effects the child is going to have because of that 30-40 people who had come there. I could see about 30-40 people. I just wanted to insulate the child. That's all. This we do it everywhere. From where it has come? Sanatana Dharma. We almost did during COVID about 400,000 Dharma Samskaram we did because people were not burnt properly. They belong to various religions, various castes, various creed. But we performed. Many of them did not belong to our religion. Many of them were not my friends. Many of them were not known to me. Many of them just I had seen in the paper that such things have happened. From where did it come? From where did that compassion come? Sanatana Dharma. Otherwise, from where I got the spirit to do it? Having done that Dharma Samskara, individually they had a lot of karmas. Now if they have to reach the Pitruloka, those karmas have to be nullified or has to be taken over. All these things we do as a prayogi. There is a system to do and we believe in that system. If you need proof in religion, then it's a wrong question. Religion is faith, science is proof. Even before science said There are so many things, there are this, there are that, world is round, all these things. Already we know it. Varaha Puranam says about the cosmos. So many things are there. Everything is already known. How did our seers and saints know it? They did not do all this experiment. They did not have telescope those days. Nothing. That is jnana. From where that knowledge came, even without things which cannot be taught, they were already aware. And the disciple he knows all four Vedas, everything. He came to his father and he said, Dad, I have learnt everything. The dad saw a little bit of ego in him. Of course, when you learn something, you learn with all humility and humbleness. And when you execute it, you execute it with the same humbleness and humility. Is it not? Wisdom must be without ego. Otherwise it is not wisdom. It is cacophony. Just something rubbish. Wisdom without ego is best. Knowledge with ego is dangerous. Ego somewhere will harm not only others, it will harm the person who is egoistic also. So from where did we get that kind? Some calls keep coming. So when you do something, you do it with all that sincerity, all that love, all that compassion for doing that work with sincerity, with all that sincerity. When you do it, but it is not you who are doing it, it is the Lord who enters your egoless nature and gets things done. That's the beauty of the Lord. Bhagavan's beauty. So all that 400,000 we did, they are now busy tracing the Pitrus and all that. So many things are there to be done. And we want them to go back to Pitraloka so that they come back here. Because, or through Pitraloka, they go to the finality of the soul reaches that self-aggrandizement, Atma Sakshatkar. Okay. We should think not just about ourselves, we should also think about others. And we must be more collective in our efforts. Let's all join together and do things. At Narasimhavadi, the temple is progressing in a big way. It is continuing and we need a lot of help from you all. There are so many things on the stage. Kudumbrao and his team, they are doing a lot of things. Off the stage, me and my team, we are doing a lot of things, because one thing is preparing the temple, another thing is installing the devatas and bringing so many things. You need material, men, money, lot of efforts. Sahaviryam karavavali. Joining together to contribute to the concept of synergy and team building. Sahaviryam. That is going on. Please help us in whichever way you can. You already know the channels in which you can help us. God bless you all. Just like that, I wanted to talk to you for some time. It's long since I met you. So I thought, let me casual. So, nothing serious today. Okay, God bless you all. Enjoy life. Bye bye.